Okay, hi guys. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I haven't talked to you guys since November, and so I wanted to do like a catch up on the last couple of months, and then talk about some New Year's resolutions and my plans for the year. And hopefully, a little late. It's already February. But we'll get the ball rolling on making videos again. So last time I talked to you guys was November. That was also the last time I was like genuinely productive. In December, I finished my EMT class. After I finished the class, I was like, okay, like I'm done with school, like for the rest of my life, pretty much. Let me chill out. And so I kind of have been doing nothing. But now it's February and it's getting a little too comfortable with the doing nothing. So December finished class. January did absolutely like I didn't do anything but go to work. And I was trying to start the new year with like positivity, and I'm being like this is gonna be like every day it's gonna be a good day, this is gonna be a good year, I'm gonna get my life together, this, that, and the third, but I haven't been doing anything. And also it hasn't like started out being a good year. My dog got attacked in January and it's been like storming, and I don't know, life just kinda sucks, and his vet bill was really high, and so I'm like broke, and yeah, life kind of sucks right now, but I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. But that's the catch up. Like I haven't done anything since I finished school, and I was like, let me give myself a break because I've been in school my whole fucking life. But I need to like get up, which is why I immediately woke up and started filming this video because I was like, I need to talk and I need to get everything out so that way I can start implementing the parts of my plan. Last year's New Year's resolutions, I have a video very briefly where I stated them, and I just rewatched it because I was like, I don't even remember what I was supposed to do this year. My past resolutions were reading, photography, exercising, journaling, music, drawing, and skateboarding. And I wrote like a little paragraph to myself about how I fucking failed to do any of these. So I wrote all last year's resolutions, they were started, but they weren't finished. And so I set a reading goal, which was one book a month last year, which I did meet, but it was supposed to be one book a month, and I didn't do that. I just read 12 books. And so, what I was mad at myself about was that the discipline of it being one book a month, that didn't happen. It would be fine if I read like two books in one month, but there were some months where I didn't read, and some months when I read a lot, and that's what was making me mad. I wanted to have read a book a month, you know? With photography, I was watching a lot of videos on how to edit photos and stuff like that, but I didn't take any photos. Um, which also reminds me, if you wouldn't mind, this is really embarrassing to ask, but if you wouldn't mind, could you follow me on Instagram? I posted my first pictures ever in like 2 years on my Instagram. I don't know if I'm like gonna make the resolution of making photography like a big deal, but I want to be used to like showing my face because I was crashing out about my looks for a while, and that's why I gave up on Instagram. Plus, my accounts kept getting banned. But yeah, I want to take photos specifically of myself more and get used to the way I look more because I was crashing out when I first started to get acne. But yeah, follow me on Instagram so I can gain some self confidence. But anyways, with photography, I was like watching videos on editing, but I wasn't actually taking photos, so there was nothing to edit. And then the same thing with music. I was watching a lot of tutorials for GarageBand and FL Studio, but I wasn't actually making anything. I don't know, I have all the buttons memorized, I guess. For exercise, it was on and off. It was not a consistent thing, which is what I want. I want all of these things to be consistent. But I did do two 5Ks last year, which was cool. I did one in April and one in November. So one at the beginning of the year, one at the end of the year, they were fun. I just, um, wish it was like a regular thing I was doing instead of just two big events I did that year. Drawing was on and off. Journaling was on and off. By the end of the year, I didn't do anything. When we got to October, November, December, I didn't do anything anymore. Oh, and I didn't touch my skateboard. I had the list of tricks that I wanted to learn, and I didn't touch my skateboard last year. My New Year's resolutions. So the ones for 2025. That's the year. 2025 resolutions. Reading 2 books a month. We're off to a bad start because in January I only read one book, and it was Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, the lady who wrote Gone Girl. I did that book. I'm gonna try to even it out by reading 3 books in February so that way I'm not too far behind. February's books are The Game of Life and How to Play It. I'm rereading The Four Agreements, and then I started To a God Unknown last year, and I never finished it. All of these books are short, and so I can read the three in November, even though it's the 12th, and I haven't started any of them. But like, I could literally, like, I could read this today after I go take a shower and start the day. So that way, I'm still on track. So, reading 2 books a month this year. Photography, I want to post. I wrote posts on IG once a week. It was actually very stressful to post at all. I don't know why. I'm so, like, I don't know, afraid of people looking at me. I feel like that's what it is. I don't know. I don't like when people look at me, which is really weird. Which is why I made the resolution of I want to take more pictures of myself, because I don't know what happened. I used to think that I was really pretty, and then I got acne and I lost my mind. And I don't know how well you guys can see it. Like, I feel like you can see like the scarring and the redness on my face. My acne is not nearly as bad as it used to be, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that because I do feel a lot better about myself now, because my acne is for the most part gone. It's just really bad scars now. But you can't really see that in photos. So I would like to post on Instagram. I don't know about once a week, but maybe, I don't know, twice a month. And then also it's the whole thing of like, what do I post? You know, like, I don't want to just be like, this is my face. But yeah, I would like to exercise daily. I'm trying to get myself to realize that walking around, because it counts. It counts. Walking around counts. I was gonna say something, but walking around counts. My dog got attacked at the beginning of the fucking year though, and so I've been too afraid to go take him for walks. So I was doing that resolution. I was walking my dog, and then he got attacked, and so now we haven't gone outside. But I guess working out in my room will have to do. I would like to draw again. I said once a week again. It's February 12th, and I haven't touched my sketchbook. I did have a bunch of tutorials saved though, and so I think instead of saying drawing once a week, all of these tutorials that I have saved, I would like to get through all of them this year, because I had them saved for a while. I would like to get through all of them this year. I would like to start journaling again. The end of last year, I just stopped. I stopped writing down how I was feeling, and I kind of mushed. I don't. So I made a video last year about giving up social media because I was falling behind in school. And then I finished school, and so I was like, okay, let me like re-download this shit, and I started to rot again, and I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that. But then all that stuff happened with TikTok, and if I delete it again, I would never get it back. So it's just on my phone, and I'm on it all the fucking time. I started to rot again. I feel like journaling helped me because I wanted something to tell myself. Like, hey, Xiomara, we did this today and you felt this way about it. I don't have anything to say to myself because all we've been doing is overeating and laying in bed watching TikToks. And then, last little resolution, which ties into pretty much everything, is to be more aware of my appearance. Which is probably a crazy thing to say because I literally woke up and started filming this. Like, I haven't even washed my face or brushed my teeth yet. Sorry. But, I want to be more aware of my appearance because I actually do look smelly and gross a lot of the times. And what made me think of this resolution is because I'm usually late to work, and there was one day that I was like pretty on time. Like, I had extra time in the morning. And so I put my hair up. I walk around like this every day. T-shirt, beanie, or like hat. I always have a hat on. And so I was like early getting ready, and so instead of just wearing a hat like I usually do, I put my hair up. And when I got to work, a lot of people were like, "You look really nice today." And I was like, "Oh, that's so sad that just having my hair up, like, it's not like I like had makeup on or anything. I just put my hair up and they were like, "Wow, you look so pretty today." And I was like, "Damn, I look awful every day." And everyone notices. I need to be more aware of my appearance. And a lot of people, I say to people like, "Oh, I don't have any friends. I don't do anything," which is obviously an exaggeration. And so everybody thinks I'm a fucking loser. I realized everybody thinks I'm a loser, and I'm not really, not that bad. I feel like reading more, exercising more, having hobbies like drawing and journaling, and posting on Instagram, like having a social presence and hobbies would also affect my appearance and the way other people perceive me as well. I want to get rid of this look that I have of that I'm like fucking a smelly loser. I don't want to be perceived as that anymore. Yeah. Other things to work on this year that aren't necessarily resolutions, but just things that I'm like, okay, like it's time to get serious because I'm turning 26 this year. The first one is get a new job. I finished my EMT class. I need to take a national test before I can start applying for jobs. And so I need to take that fucking test. And then after I get my new job and I make more money, I have debt to pay off. I have 2 credit cards that are over my limits. I took out a loan just because the family was struggling financially, but I need to pay 2 credit cards and a loan off. And then I have my car, which my car payments are like set for like 5 years. But if I focus, I think I can get, I mean, the loan will go away because it's only $1,000. It will go away this year. I think I can get one of the credit cards, and I think I might close it after, which I know is bad for your credit score, but like I don't really need it. And then I think that I can significantly reduce the other card's debt. Because I've done this before. When I put my head to it, I pay off these cards, and then I start slacking and I start using them hella, and then I get the debt again. So, new job, and then to make more money, and then we pay off these credit card debts. And then I would like to be in shape. I just feel bad about myself. Like a lot of people will tell me like, oh, like you're really skinny and you look fine and this, that, and the third. I know I can look better because I have looked better. And also, like people say that I'm like skinny. I weigh like 120 something pounds and I'm 5'3", which is like healthy, but it's that awkward skinny fat where it's like I'm obviously not in shape. I'm just not big. It's like that. I would like to grow my YouTube and my Instagram. I think it would be really cool to qualify for the YouTube ad revenue. So I need to get my shit together and start growing my followings. And just, I would like to be a little bit more stable because big picture is moving out. Okay, I'm 26. Like, I don't know what's going on, but recently I really just cannot stand my mother. Like, we've been beefing to the max recently, and I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to get out of your house. I've talked about this multiple times about how I need to stop planning and just doing, but money is one of those things where you should plan. And so this year's resolutions and goals and focus is to get my shit together so that I can move out. And we're off to a rocky start because of that vet bill for Homie. My dog is turning 13 this year. This is the second time he's been attacked, and I was actually losing my fucking shit. I think that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I told you, in December, didn't do anything besides finish school. January, I did absolutely nothing. I felt disgusting in January. I didn't do anything. February, I have some plans. Those 3 books, The Game of Life and How to Play It, I'm very excited to read. My friend let me borrow this. She was like, this is a really good book, because I told her how much I love the 4 Agreements, which I plan on rereading. I'm going to a Tyler the Creator concert. Very excited for that. In 2 weeks. Oh, I'm really excited. I'm growing my CD collection a lot, and I'm so stoked out. So when I deleted social media, I was like I don't need this. Like, this is like a waste of time. And I started getting into I started playing my PSP more. I got a CD player. I listened to my record player a lot more. And then I went back on my phone and I stopped using all these things. But the thing is, though, like, it's a little bit inconvenient, especially when I'm driving, to switch CDs. But I do think CDs are so much more fun than Spotify, because I'm one of those people who, like, skips before anything's finished. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm sick of this song. Next one. Or, like, I would have one song repeat, and I, like, wouldn't fucking change it. My Spotify raps were always really fucked because I would do stuff like that. But I love CDs so much. I am going to the Tyler concert, and I literally have all of his albums except Bastard, which was like his first ever. There's no CD for that. But I have all of them. Like, I have everything on a CD. I got Chromacopia because they restocked it, and then I have Goblin and Igor as records. But yeah, I'm really excited for that concert. I haven't been to a concert in a hot minute, and Tyler is a really good performer. Biba Doobie is coming in April, which I have her 3 CDs, And I have the EP as a record. What is it called? I think it's just called the Extended Plays, the one that has Cologne on it. And she's coming. I've seen Tyler before at Flognaw, and I'm about to see his concert. I've seen Biba Doobie before at Flognaw, and she's coming. She's like performing like an hour from me. But her tickets are so expensive. These Tyler tickets I got for free. I was blessed by a friend who was like, "Hey, I don't want these. Do you want them?" And I was like, "Yes." And so I'm seeing him for free. I have no idea where the seating is, but it's free. So like, who fucking cares? I really want to see Biba Doobie because I saw her at Flognaw and I was like, "Wow, this is great." She was the first person that I saw at Flognaw and I was like, "Wow, she's so fine." But it's a bit expensive, and I also don't know anyone who likes her. Like to see Tyler, I'm taking my little sister. My little sister doesn't even like Tyler, but she's never been to a concert before, so I was like, let me take her with me. And I was like, should I take her with me to see Biba Doobie? I don't know. If I end up buying them, I'll let you guys know. But I think that's the end of the video because I'm kind of just I haven't spoken to a person in a hot minute. I have a bunch of tattoos. I got this one, pretty sick, Evangelion. I got one on my back. You guys have seen all of these, like none of these are new. Follow me on Instagram, please. I really want to start getting over the fact that I think that I'm ugly, and to do that, I need to post pictures of myself on the internet. So, I have more people on YouTube than I have on Instagram, which I think is really funny. But yeah, bye. I'll see you guys a couple days maybe. Later.